So this game was made on the land of the... Okay, I'm butcher. I already know I'm butchering this. Wurundjeri? Wurrung, people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded. Colonial violence never stopped. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues. These include but are not limited to anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. Okay, can I alt? There we go. Okay, cool. I can alt it. Neon for years. And neons and hot pinks, yes. It's a little quiet, but that's just the game itself. If I need to turn it up, I will. Like, in the, play. You Will Not Remain is a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There is no saving. Okay, we'll see if it takes me about an hour to play. It's time to wake up. Yeah, it is super quiet. I'm just gonna crank it. Again, how many more agains will you have? I've just space. How long have you been here? Doesn't matter. Channel after channel of nothing. Is it getting bigger, or was it always that size? What is it? If you're prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. Gotha, you're a neon for the summer. God. There's not much else to do. You could walk circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Bark, bark! Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck in here. You would have surely heard it before this. Bark, bark, bark! How? You still have plenty of grounds and instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making it as much as ritual as it is comfort, you cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hand makes around porcelain. Romance. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup out. Wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Just like my relationships. You better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? Bark, bark! You can do this, come on. Like saying the words will help. How? It does, yeah, that's why I think I downloaded it when it was free thinking it was, but then it wasn't. Just do it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. Bark, bark! It's only down the hall. You can do this. Bark, bark! There's something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark! Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched tight across ribs, long body all bones and hard angles. Bark! Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Bark. That's right. Everything is okay. Do you want to come with me? Is that a yes? Whoa! The dog jumps forwards before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pats happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Puppy! Yeah, exactly. Whoa, down! It drops all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. What is this, though? Oh, all I can do in here is just exit now. You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Bark! Just a little further. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go to sleep. Arf! Bed. Arf! I guess you're sleeping with me. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep. Whoa. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. Radio stop. No. Shh. Stay. No. Again. If you don't think about it, this thing never happened. Oh god. Stay inside. Please, no. Oh, wake time. Okay, I'm up. Bark! That's certainly one way to be woken up. You can't complain, though. Not when it saved you from... Bark! Bark! Right, you have a dog now. A very strange-looking dog. Feels that way, doesn't it? You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. But this time, something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway, bitter all the way down. Bark, bark! Are you hungry? Bark, bark! You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double-toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. It's eating so fast you barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Oh, you fed the dog. May as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find. Thankful for the electric stovetop. Oh god, the software. No software. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. Bark! You already fed the dog. What do they want? Bark, bark! What the plant? Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. Nothing. You want to leave? Bark! Okay, you're the boss. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Bark! Hold your horses! Bark! You've never been up here. Arf! Oh, it's like a big giant bird thing. Oh, it's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. Bark! The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday. At least one of them. Maybe even all of them. Should I ask the sky? I think that's enough for one day. Oh. We can come back tomorrow. Bark! Someone's in a rush. Didn't take you long to figure out home. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember. Bark! I'm sorry. I think that's all I have for today. Oh. I guess this is my life now. Oh, excuse me. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them. Not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seeing as it's skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You tap in her number to your phone. You know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Ring, ring. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe you're already downstairs. Just in time. Just in time. But you let the dog in. Okay, I'm up. Bark! When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. Are you a whippet in this? I don't know. And hey, Quiz, how you doing? First things first, coffee. You make it, hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. Bark! Here you go. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog after all. Bark! That's very helpful. How about Rex? Marble? Marble sink? Gas stove? Okay, shank? Bark? Lamb shank? Bark! Lamb shank? Really? Bark! Alright, you're the boss. The newly named Lamb Shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. Bark! Bark! They're getting lamb now. Nothing has changed. This guy is... It's there. Don't think about it. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in
Another has risen to join the flock.
Dude, Staples, hello, thank you so much for that subscription. Tier 2, 23 months, almost 2 years of support. That's awesome, thank you so much. I'm just playing your request. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Bark! Bark! No, my food. You should eat something. But maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shank? Bark! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stove. I'm coming. What happens if I keep going this way? Oh, it's blocked. You were a different person before this new existence. At least you think you were. You remember feeling more. Not just often, but also deeply. The emotions had names, and you could easily place them to the way your mind and body vibrated in time with your heart. You can't name what you're feeling anymore. Aren't sure if you even are. A chasm yawns inside of you, slowly growing with each moment you spend in this in-between. You want to think of who you used to be, what you were outside of these walls. But there is nothing left to think about. Oh no. Alright, bedtime! You and Lambshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. More dialogue. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? It's... How? It hurts to look at it. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home and everything will be the way it always was. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, clinical, and detached. The world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat. People from the outside are displaying signs. Oh no. Signs of what? Arf! Predictable. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. Bark, bark! It's time to feed Lambshank. But first, coffee. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. You fill up the food bowl. You take care of the plant. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hand's unfamiliar, your body unfamiliar, your mind alien even after all this time. How? Lambshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here, more alien. Lambshank has decided it's time for fetch. Bark! Bark! Get a dog, they said. You'll have fun, they said. Bark! Bark! Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. But you have Lambshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wood and nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. Time to go, Lambshank. Bark! Bark! Time for bed? Yep. Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. Wait, were those plants always in front of the door like that? That vine? Hello? What? Is anyone there? No. You're imagining things. It's not possible. It's fucking Lambshank. It can't be. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lambshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. My pulse flashes now. Did it always? I thought the rug always kind of looked like that. You pet Lambshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against him. You're so tired. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from inside are marked. They can only get in if you let them. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? Please let me in. She's here. She's safe. Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat. They will hurt you. You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in, you do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move, to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself, like someone else would watch you. Please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White? You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. It's not safe. The screaming starts. You are brittle and this is what breaks you. Oh, Jesus. I'm up, Lampshank. I'm up. Is anything real? Is anything real? Real. Bark, bark! Real or not, you need to feed Lampshank. You were to play just in case. Is anything real? You filled up the food bowl. Munch, munch. Is anything real? Bark! Bark! Bark, 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 bark! This is kind of dry, I'll admit. It's very, meandering, I want to say. Bark! Like, it has a message, but it's taking as long as possible to get to said message. Bark! If this is real, does it mean anything? And what's worse, that this isn't real, or that it is and means nothing at all. You can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelled. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. Time to go, Lampshank. Bark! Yeah, no, I think I agree with you there, Quizzical. I think it is the point, but it also... I feel like it's more detracting than enhancing, if that makes sense. Eat, babushka, eat. Not a chance. Okay, never mind. Go to bed. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Attention, citizens! Attention, citizens! The city has fallen. That's enough, Lampshank. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lampshank, we might be able to leave. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lampshank, what's wrong? Lampshank looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. It's okay. Let's go to bed. Everything is going to be okay. You get under the covers. For the first time, Lampshank doesn't join you. What? Yes. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. Repeat, do not let anything in. The screaming continues. On and on. Time passes and stops and starts. The radio crackling in and out of life, screams softening, pleas getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise. Nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. Well, I would say if she was there for 2 weeks screaming, I would say that, it wasn't her. You wake slowly. You're used to Lampshank acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He's across the room, staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. You water the plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over, like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it. The cup's strangely lonely when filled to the brim. You fill the bowl, but Lambshank doesn't come running. Lambshank, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. Lambshank is not coming outside, though. The pickup zone is... It's time to go. You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Oh, Lambshank does not look good right now. What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls, outside the city? You still belong out? Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts, will they now be as foreign to you as the sky? Lambshank is scared. Lambshank. I keep saying Lambshank. It's Lambshank. There it is, the door. Come on, Lambshank. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You pulled down one of the boards. Hush, Lambshank. The noise had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances in the city following around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage. Every day played out again and again until you pulled down a second board. Aren't you bored of the building? Lambshank, that's enough. You've never yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. Why don't we just look at him? Just look at Lambshank. You pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think. You'd never been the one to put them here. You'd been the one to put them here, a reminder to never leave as the city siren song promised an escape. Kia. You lay your hands on the door, palms sweaty against the cool glass. Lambshank, you ready? He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit it into the lock, turn the handle. Bark! Bark! Lambshank lashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backwards, away from the door. Fuck! Lambshank! Bark! Bark! Lambshank, what's going on? Every part of Lambshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peel back from gleaming teeth. Of saliva drips from a maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Bark! 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 Lambshank! Bark! Knock, knock. No. Knock, 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 knock! It can't. And then they don't. Dog the monster inside us. Inside. You're inside again. Bark! What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food. The leftovers of leftovers that you'd served still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Bark! Munch, munch, munch. Lamb Shank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lamb Shank. Yep! He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you. Really, I mean it. How? Basically, don't ever love again, get a pet. Bark! Hold your horses. Nothing. Tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lamb Shank was right to be afraid. Can you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Fuck bitches, get Doge. Nothing. You're not sure what you expected. Alright, time for fetch. Bark! 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 You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. No, it looks the same as before. It's not rolling in the clouds. Instead, breathing slowly around the tips of skyscrapers. The longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. This game, or like that anxiety? Because I've kind of been, like, not as extreme, but I've been in similar years ago. Is this it? Like before I moved to Canada. Yeah, true. Is this everything? Is this where you must remain? Bark! You will not remain. Made by Jordan Cook Irwin, T-Dog Extreme, Gabriella Logren, and Talia Razzo. There's a bunch of different little animals. Special things. Ghost touch it. No! Kia, no! I mean, there's it was okay. Like, it wasn't a bad game, but it was one of those where it just kind of, I felt like it gave those warnings about like the different types of things that would be within this, like of course the depression and the anxiety, but I didn't really feel any of the suicidal ideations. Yeah, it was very, very average. 3 out of 5. I would definitely say that. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like really. It's not one of those games that's going to remain with me that makes me really think, and it was really poignant. It was just a slightly sad tale that, you know, had, you know, some decorum. I should have some decorum. At least wine and dine the Skyber. No, the both of you, why? But no, I mean, it was morose. It was very morose, but it might it could be. This might be something that resonates with people who have lived through certain things. Like I said, I've had similar anxiety things and similar feelings. I mean, to be completely frank, I get suicidally depressed. Like, I have had suicidal thoughts as often as a fucking year ago, 6 months ago or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but and they're debilitating. So, I'm just spiteful. Dogbit in reverse. So, like I said, I can see what the game was trying to accomplish. It just didn't really resonate with me personally. So, but not a bad game, though.